All my people
They always watching.
in the space watching. It's your boy Samuel Speaks. I'm around here over here. We all coming back together, man. We ain't been together in like 2 weeks. You know, we gotta work out some kinks and do some things. You know how it is. It's always something in life happening. But today's topic we gonna run on is brotherhood, man. It's something that we all need to talk about. For real. It's really none in our city where we dwell.
My idea is the whole brotherhood thing really stopped in the 80s, man. And then it started being salt and pepper in the 90s. And then it just fell the fuck off in the 2000s, man.
That's because them motherfuckers don't. We come from an era where it was morals and principles. Niggas don't have that no more, man. I mean, let's be clear. Like, niggas don't give a fuck.
I mean, it's quite a bit of us that still hold up
absolutely
to the standard, but the dudes that you see it from, you expected it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Know where it came from.
Yeah.
You know the time period, because it's all the same time period as you.
See, Fat's coming from that place of we in the cafeteria. We see you a bitch. We know you a bitch. You gonna be a bitch, and that's just that. And that's where he coming from. I know that's where he coming from.
I mean, the thing about it is, you get older, you realize you only got about 7 solid dudes around you. You know what I'm saying? To where, so I mean, not taking nothing from dudes you may fuck with on the regular and shit, but are they solid? And people take offense when you say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you cool, you know what I'm saying? But am I gonna drop the rent money in your hand? And you know what I'm saying? You're not that solid, man. Right. I'm sorry.
Some dudes you can't, like, in you know, the time periods and the things we came out of. Your character dictates how how you get dealt with, kinda. You know what I'm saying? Like your character is your representative. That's what's out there. So if you out here and you do something that don't make sense, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna probably get put on the list.
Never did I think ratting would be okay. I never thought that would be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I always say back in the day when we were coming along, you know, if a dude told something or whatever, he was safe in his house. Because, I mean, he finna come in Miss Shirley's house. You know, they played cards with my mother and them the other night. But you come outside, you know what I mean? Your mother know what time it is.
And niggas hanging with niggas.
Yeah, so
it's just a different time period, man. You know, I had a situation that happened where though I had to pat myself on the back for realizing where I am in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because if it was like a different time period, the shit could have went left. Yeah. And we really don't need to do.
I see you, Key Hill.
You know
your way of thinking is different.
Yeah, my way of thinking is just understanding other people also. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to. I'm basically down to my ankle, pulling away from a certain world. So it's like I understand that world though, because in that world, most dudes walking around, they want to put their chest out, they want to be slick, and like I said before, that I don't fit the profile to some niggas. So it's like I'm not the nigga that you see every day. So you think you got a thing where you can just say or do whatever you want. That's not the case. But at the same time, like I was saying, I patted myself on the back because I had to take deep breaths and realize where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, at this point, yo, it's like you've grown to know who you are and who you were. You're just more responsible with it.
Don't have no fucking choice.
You know, yeah.
You know
especially when you factor kids, grandkids.
This is one of the reasons why I see why brothers get into shit, because they don't have conversations. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to have a conversation with a nigga that's in the street, because he gonna perceive anything that you say as something slick.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, you on your slick shit. Yo, I'm on my spiritual shit. Nigga, I did slick shit in the 80s, 90s. Like, that's not who I am anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's in me, but it's just not who I. It's a choice. Everything in your life is the choice. You get a choice to say whether or not I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do this. I choose not to do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I gonna get out?
And my thing is, man,
That's what at the end of the day, that's my question to myself. Like, what the fuck am I gonna gain because I did something to another brother? You feel what I'm saying? I don't get nothing for that.
it's hard to detach yourself from the hood.
Fucking my life.
That shit is really hard,
it's
man.
crazy.
So let me ask you this. Like, this is a new day and a new age, man, like all the way around the board. Like I myself, I'm sure all of us have been locked up. I'm sure all of us have been in some situations or whatever the case may be. This is a new day and new age where it seemed like the rat and shit is accepted.
Oh no, it definitely is.
That goes into the brotherhood shit.
Like it's like I remember back in I mean cut you off, but it's like it's certain shit that's just like forbidden when you out here.
How can you say that it's forbidden when you have a group of kids that don't understand the language? We speak in a different language to them.
We
Shit
totally
crazy.
They don't get it because they weren't there. So it's like we the last of a dying breed. And when I tell people this is one of the reasons why I try to keep pushing them people here. You have to read the Willie Lynch speech because you don't understand what was done to you for you to think the way that you think. So now, because unless you understand that all of this shit is done to us by design to wind up with no elders, no men. It's like you losing all that thing, and now you down to this one generation that came from all of these motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this generation been walking in the wilderness on their own. They don't know shit. You feel me? So all they know is the rules and shit that they go by. So it's like me handing them the 10 Commandments. When they been reading some other shit, this shit is fucking gibberish to them. They don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't have a code to live by. They just out here willy nilly. So it's like, how can we say anything about our code when for maybe the last 10 years and 15 years we've been saying fuck them niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it's like you get to a point, you get a little older, you get a little bit more understanding of life that you realize like, damn, I got rap with some of these niggas I fuck with. You can't let them all fall by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you start to taking a liking or you see one of them and you put them up like, yo, don't, you know what I mean? That ain't it right there. Then you might have to tell them, oh yeah, about some stories or whatever it is to make them understand and give it to them in layman's terms. Like, but then you gotta also respect the world that they in.
Yeah.
They in the motherfucking what's that shit when you go in the jumping places and all them balls and the thing? They in that world with all of them niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And here it is, you one ball on the outside trying to tell him he
Yeah.
amongst 100,000 balls. You trying to tell him what to do. You know what I'm saying?
G-Code definitely died in 99. Died in 99.
99?
99. I don't know.
That
I got mine
99.
3 years.
Died in
that's
99.
like a little accurate. That's like a little accurate what
Died
you're
in
saying.
99.
99?
I
Because
tried
I'm
to
gonna flirt
explain-
with the line 2000. I'm gonna say 2099.
I had to explain
When
to
did
somebody
that shit
that was early 2000.
I want to say 2001,
to me, it was
2002.
around that time because that's when it was like really prevalent that niggas was just walking in and be like, hey, I know this guy, his name is such and such, and he be such and such.
Yeah.
That's like, it was just like, it came into that. It's like,
Motherfuckers had the Energizer bunny on his back at the police station.
yeah, it's like, and then it's like I would hear stories about, for instance, like a female friend of mine was telling me something happened, their house got raided, and you know that man was doing this thing, and she had a good job though. She had good credit, money, you know what I mean. She had like some what the fuck you call it, shit, luggage, some other shit that they took. His name brand, so she went to go get it. So you know, you go down, they asking her about snitching, and she gonna get her shit. Motherfuckers coming out the room, and the dude was like, "Yeah, see, that's what they in there doing. They getting paid." And that's what she was telling me. She's like, yo, I would never think in a day of my life that's what people was doing. Coming down, getting a check to tell these motherfuckers what the fuck niggas is doing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And in my mind,
I used to hear that shit.
yo, this shit is
No,
real.
I'm saying like you know how you would hear that shit. Like I know about the confidential informant shit just from my paperwork from when I got locked up. I know about that type of shit. So as far as when you know like a nigga is a confidential, they got a number, that CI shit. That shit is on your paperwork in their number.
You got niggas up.
And they police without a gun.
And niggas in different places telling me back in the 2000s how shit was going, how niggas is telling about, yo, I ain't gonna tell on you, but I'm gonna tell on him. Like,
yo.
Like,
yeah.
And I got family members and like older niggas when they start coming home from jail and they like business was nothing to them. That's their life. They been doing it. Niggas start talking about, yo, I'm flying right, nigga. I'm not fucking with none of these niggas. Niggas talking like start telling me, yo, Chico, niggas call me all kind of shit. Yo, fucking Julio, I'm not going back.
Julio though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I can't. Niggas like to start telling me something I can't because these are the same niggas, they want to come on the yard and tell me what I can and can't do when I'm on the yard. They want to act tough, but they're the same niggas as soon as I put the knife on, they go tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, how can you beat that? You can't beat that.
Man, listen, man, when you connected, because all of us is connected. You know what I mean? When you talk to niggas that's locked up and that's in there, and you hear the story. First of all, let's be clear. They get the word faster than motherfuckers on the streets.
They know everything.
Let's be clear. Niggas in the can, they get word faster than all of us out the news, all that shit. So motherfuckers be knowing what it is. Man, you be surprised. Like was floating around in the junk. You know what I mean? And then it go far beyond. Niggas be having copies of the paperwork and all that shit.
That shit don't
like a
mean
niggas.
nothing no more because the nigga was telling me, my man just came uptown and he was telling me his ways that niggas can get their paperwork and it don't look like they told.
Yeah.
Because it's like the system.
I heard niggas make fake. I heard niggas make fake paperwork.
It's not even fake. It's real shit. It's real shit that comes from the people, but the way that the people are printing it out, they not putting on the paperwork what should be on the paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And it's like niggas is really telling, but on paper it don't look like you telling.
Me per se, I don't do anything for nobody to tell. I don't go see niggas in jail. I don't go to funerals no more. I'm not doing anything to get arrested. They may get me for a broken tail light.
So look, right? So you changing, you turning the curve, right? You gotta, and I'm saying this because the show is about brotherhood. It's gonna spin back to you. You gotta pick somebody, and you gotta talk to them. That's like mandatory, yo. It ain't no mentoring, it ain't nothing. It's just telling them some shit that you know. Cause part of these motherfuckers' problems out here is that they think they know where the pitfalls at, and they ain't never seen the game pitfall. You see what I'm saying? We done played that shit 100 times. We know, but they think they know everything, and they've been programmed to not respect the elders, niggas. You think because I'm not doing what you doing, the way you doing it, and presenting myself to the street that I ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they 9 times out of 10, they look at us as suckers too.
Old niggas.
And all you can do
squares.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I'm
okay,
a
man, that's
motherfucking
cool.
square, nigga. I tell niggas all the time about the squares, nigga, you ever seen in your fucking life.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm smart.
I own that square
you know
shit.
What the fuck I'm doing right now? I'm listening to an ebook about Enlil and Inky, motherfucker, about the Anunnaki. That's the shit that I'm into, man. I'm not worried about what the fuck these niggas out here in the street doing.
Let me find out this nigga building a pyramid.
Listen.
Stop, bro.
Hey, listen.
I'm saying, like, yo, everything is a choice. Cause I sat down and thought about that shit like last week, and I was like, man, I didn't have to do what I did. I chose to do that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was my choice. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't no fucking idiot. My family we wasn't fucking rich, but we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't poor either. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you though, Sam.
Because I always tell people that shit. Yo, I would never discredit my parents, man. And be like, I grew up hard. Nigga, I went to King's Million. Nigga, I had, you know what I mean, a pair of shoes.
My mother and
We
father,
went fishing. I chose that shit.
Everybody else had. Only thing is, my father raised me. That's kind of why.
And my mother was able to get government cheese at one point.
Yeah. With that and that silver can with the pig on it,
Yeah.
and with the peanut butter. But I'm gonna be clear. See, me, I came up in a 2-parent household till I was like 12, 13. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the shit, I'd be a liar to be like I struggled because I didn't. I had both motherfucking parents. Now me choosing to fuck with the streets, that was a decision that I chose to make. That ain't had shit to do with my mother and my motherfucking
I mean,
father.
let's just admit it, yo. We all thought that shit was cool.
I thought it was slick.
It was just slick.
Not gonna lie to you, I had
The shit was just slick to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the guys with the beepers, the gold, the cars.
Well, at the time, when my mother and my father separated.
Plus, I remember seeing pimps on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Well, see, my excuse and my reason for fucking with it mainly was because when my mother and my father separated, my mother came and took us from my father. So, like, for me, I look identical to yo. So I paid the price.
Oh, yeah,
so as far as when she went and bought my two sisters shit, I was left hanging in the wing. So as a teen, when I was going up Garrison, yo, I'll never forget my 7th grade year. Niggas made bets on me like, yo, Wednesday he gonna have the khakis on with the ink spot in the back. That was the joke. But where I was resilient at was I ain't give a fuck how much of a bum I look. I'ma still crack on you, looking bummy. And niggas gonna laugh and I'ma get you. I ain't let that deter me, but it changed my mindset and mental. Like, man, I don't want to be a bum like that no more. Fuck that.
I mean, you gotta think about it too, yo. 9th grade, when I finally got up to Walbrook, yo, like, you and Kendall wasn't slick. You know what I'm saying? My slick days ain't come till end of 10th grade when somebody I know started getting the butter coke and we was hitting. Shit was like that, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
for me, it was a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I chose because I wanted a certain situation in my life. I needed to be where I wanted to be because I had a dream. And I did what I needed to do to get to where I wanted to be at in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So part of that was making the choice. And then the spinning into Brotherhood, it was like I had packs with niggas like that y'all know, no names need to be said, that I would never sold drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I broke the pack. You feel me? Because we didn't need you. We worked ever since we was little. Mm-hmm. We always found a way to make a living. You know what I mean? And all I did was take my work ethic and do it into something else. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say this.
That's how we survive.
I gotta say this.
You know
I gotta say this, fellas. If you know me and you know of me, you know that my teenage years and my latter teenage years, before I came off the steps, Robbie worked at McDonald's and was proud of it. Ain't give a fuck. Ain't give a fuck about it. I took every check. I took every check and bought me some tennis and an outfit. That was just me.
Nigga.
But at the end of the day, I worked at motherfucking McDonald's.
Summer jobs, yo. I had to go to summer school one time. Right? This is where it all started. Going to summer school, right? And you went to school half of the day, you worked half of the day. Minimum wage at the time was like $3.15.
Woo!
That shit.
Damn.
It was like $3.15 at the time, yo. First check was probably like $300 at the max.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? $300. I said, you know what? I couldn't wait. Because I knew I couldn't really work for somebody because I ain't like authority.
Right.
That's the average brother.
I brought me...
That comes from not growing up with authority figures in your household.
I bought in a Tribe Called Quest tape.
Oh, shit.
Some Reebok classics.
I'm sure it was Midnight Marauders. That's the fun
part.
That's that year.
And
that
an 8-ball.
Shit.
And an 8-ball.
There you go.
And took it from there.
I got paid.
I fucked up around a few. Oh, shit. It fucks you up as a young man when you make your first G that's yours.
Yeah.
And you like, damn. You blow it. Oh, shit. How the fuck am I going to get some more shit? You know what I'm saying?
You think somebody gonna give it to you.
But to piggyback on what you was saying is we're in a position that we're in today. Like me, people don't even know I'm a highly educated motherfucker because I don't expose all that because they see me as joking.
This nigga got master degrees.
They see me joking and laughing and all that shit.
But doing in that,
We
in that world
knew
we
we had an end game. A lot of people that fell short that we like, damn, what happened to the homie? He really didn't have an end game. When you would tell him, like, yo, you know, we can't do this forever. This shit don't come with a pension, my nigga. The pension is prisoner in the
I
ground.
always ask everybody who you know that made it. Where they at?
You know what I'm
They
saying?
either
So
did or they ain't got it. They
you
looking like
start
Franklin.
maturing
You know what I'm
and
saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you put it like that,
How many niggas we rolled with on that pipe or banging that needle? Or did already because they
already
OD.
did.
Fucked up mentally, yo. I seen
It can't function.
I was over East Baltimore and I was in the market and I seen like 3 niggas. They just can't let it go. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I see them, I'm like, damn, nigga, I'm thinking diamond in the rough. Like niggas, like, you know what I mean? Way back then, nigga, like, and you still out this bitch.
Or the can't let it go niggas where they had their good run. They had a run once, and they still talking about the one run that they had. Like it was the greatest run of all time.
Or the ones that's out here and they still acting like it's the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You got your big whip.
It's niggas out here saying dummy.
I ain't like it's no judgment.
Say that again. Let him say that again.
Out here saying dummy. I'm like, what you just say, yo?
Don't call me that.
It's like it's no,
call me that shit.
From my perspective, it's no judgment. I can't pass judgment because I was in it, so I can't pass judgment. All I can just do is when a motherfucker have a conversation with me is get to the realness of life, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, yo, me.
What's your next? What you gonna when you reach this next plateau? What you gonna do? That's
like,
my question.
Because when I was in my 20s, right, I had a plan. Yeah. Like niggas was mad at me.
Every nigga that had their father had a plan.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Every nigga had their father.
That's what I'm spinning at you.
Yeah.
I had a fucking plan. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched my father work and do all the shit that he was doing, and it was like, all right, so this time I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna learn this, and this, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go head with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's crazy because I'm a firm believer in manifestation. When I was 14, I said what I was gonna do. I said how I was gonna do it. I put it in action. I did it. I'm at the point where I gotta redo all that shit now. You see what I'm saying? So right. I'm in a different space in a battle with myself because it's only just you yourself and
you your worst enemy.
Me myself not. It's just me. I'm always battling in my head. So it's like now I gotta kind of rewrite what the fuck I want to do next. Because I went to where I said I wanted to go. It was like, okay, it's almost like a woman when she says she want to get married, then she get married. She don't know what to fucking do with herself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not saying I don't know what to do with myself. I just have to figure it out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't have that same mindset that I had in the 90s and in the 2000s because we in a different time period.
You know what my father always said? My father always said that the biggest chess game you'll ever play is in your mind.
That's it.
You play yourself every day. Sometimes you win against yourself. Sometimes you lose.
And that's why I was telling you the other day, like I said, I pat myself on the back because I start to learn that majority of stuff in your life is a pattern.
And they pawns.
You know what I'm saying? Remember I had a conversation with you the other day. I was like, yo, shit happens. I noticed the pattern and that shit happens to you. Or like it's like somebody just throwing rocks at you all the time and you don't even know where they coming from. But that's only when you are about to ascend to the next situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit you thought you dealt with, it just kind of come and snowball you.
After I got the phone with this nigga, right? I felt like a priest on Super. Man, you better come on in. You know what I mean? But no, it's reality, yo. And sometimes us get back to brotherhood, where niggas need to get back to is you gotta give a nigga a pep talk sometime. Yeah. Motherfucker gotta be a genuine nigga.
But not only
I ain't talking about no fuck nigga.
Right. It can't come from a fuck nigga. But not only that, yo, you gotta be open to hear what a man gonna say
You
to
gotta
you
be that.
because
You gotta be in that place in your journey. You
that's
gotta be there.
true. But
Cause a lot of niggas ain't that. Cause a lot of niggas that sit down and have a conversation with you and you walk away, be like, man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they not ready.
I don't consider that a brother.
me. This is my thing. I'm real big on constructive criticism. My thing is, if it's something you see, if you say you fuck with me, and you see that it's something that I'm not doing in line with what's supposed to be in
And
line,
nigga basically check me. He come and
check
check
me.
me. Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying?
what's
And
the deal?
I'm glad that I got genuine motherfuckers in my life that will pull you like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like,
let me tell you something. Who my best checker? Yo, my motherfucking wife. My wife keep me in reality, nigga. The shit that my wife can say to me, like, you know what I'm saying, and be like, nigga, you ain't nobody, you ain't doing da. It's like it's bring me down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come put your feet on the ground, nigga. Get grounded. You know what I mean? You need them type of people in your life that can call you up and check you on shit.
Like a reset.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. Like when I think the first couple shows I did, shit, I got niggas call me, check me, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, and they niggas that can check me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. You supposed to have that. And it's not, I don't look at it as a sign of disrespect because that's spending the brother. They my brothers. They got the right to see
you
that.
can't look
You know
at
what
it.
I'm saying?
You can't look at it. That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, when you got good niggas in your corner, you gotta check your ego at the door,
Yeah,
my
that
nigga.
shit go in your back pocket.
Like that shit, you like for me, like
And
I
it's
don't.
just like, hold up, Rob. I'm not gonna let nobody on the outside have something to say. You understand
Right,
what I'm
absolutely.
saying? Like you know, anybody know me, know K, know J Man, you know what I'm saying? Brothers, you know what I'm saying? So it's no way you're gonna be around me and you say some ill about K because that's just like talking to him.
You talking to me.
And vice versa.
Shit, yeah.
So whatever comes your way, this is what you asked for.
But then
We'll try to handle it in a
like
mature way.
So when I started out, it was like a brotherhood thing. We worked back when we was coming up, we all worked. And whoever had the job, when Friday came around, we want to go to Golfy's, fucking Body Fat, wherever the fuck we was going, before we was getting anything like that, we was working. So if you got paid that day, you treated everybody. This nigga ain't had no tennis, Nutty bought his tennis. Kenny, Daryl, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we wore the same side, we swapped clothes. That was the beginning.
How many niggas did that?
States, you know what I'm saying? That was the beginning of your brotherhood.
Yeah.
So then, you know, when you go into other shit, you try to keep the bond. You know what I mean? But some niggas straight, right, left, they go different ways.
The ones that's supposed to be here are here.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
At whatever point you are at in your life, whoever is in your corner, that's where they supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because if you treat this shit like a video game, you know, you gotta walk up to some motherfuckers and then do some shit, and then they with you, and then the next thing you know, they off here standing to the side, look like they walking up against the wall. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody be like, yo, what's up with such and such? It's like, I can't really tell you because I don't know. I don't touch bases with them. It's not in my circle. But I ain't saying I don't fuck with him because it might be a point where he on his journey. He doing whatever the fuck he need to do for himself.
But if it is
When
somebody,
we cross paths again, you know what I mean? We reconnect.
but if
And
it
it's-
is somebody you don't fuck with, you make that shit clear.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm one of them people. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
not gonna
I don't say
sugarcoat or
nothing
fake that shit.
derogatory. I don't say nothing.
Right.
Because you're not going to personalize it. It's not
I just
personal.
say,
Right, you
that's
just gonna
not-
say, I don't bang with you.
I don't fuck with you.
I don't bang with
Well,
you.
they
Some
don't fuck
dudes
with
would be
me.
lame
Because
and be
sometimes
like,
it don't
man,
be-
I don't fuck with that nigga. Yo did this, yo did.
Because
Nigga,
sometimes
I
it
don't
don't be
need to
me.
hear all that. Just, okay, it's cool. You don't rock with him. Cool.
Like I was saying, sometimes it don't be me not fucking with somebody, be motherfuckers not fucking with me. And, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So I don't take offense to nothing no more.
You
Nothing.
can't, man.
I
Yo,
mean,
you cannot.
the fuck we
personal-
older.
You can't take a lot of shit personal.
I learned a long
Some
time
shit
ago,
cut
yo.
deep, but you still gotta.
I learned a long
get
time
away
ago.
from
You do something to somebody, yo, and it's like all of the shit you hear from your grandparents about karma, like the old saying, yo, this shit is real. You get older and you see stuff so many times, you start to understand it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? So you only gonna get back what you put out. So I try to put out love, gratitude, respect, because that's what I want back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna walk around and do dumb shit because that's what I'm gonna get back, the dumb shit. I don't want the dumb shit.
But at the end of
You
the
know what I
day,
mean?
man, I was always a big fan of Bruce Lee. His teachings, he was a knowledgeable dude.
Bruce was a joke.
Yo said, you know, your karma may not come to you, but you can pass your
to your
demons down to your
It come to
kids.
your kids.
That
And it can
shit-
come 10 times worse than what the fuck
Yeah.
you gave out.
And it'd be unbearable.
That shit, that karma word, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I believe in that shit strongly. Some of the decisions that we chose to make back in the day when we was younger, some of that shit still affecting them nigga,
Fuck
to this
man,
day.
I'm dealing with that
You know what I
shit.
mean? Like real shit.
But all you can do, Rob, and I'm not telling people to go get all religious or whatever because I don't believe in Jesus Christ. I just believe in God.
I'm spiritual.
But you got to be on a spiritual plane, man. You got to, man. That's the
You gotta
only
learn how
way
to let shit go.
you're going to make it
I'm
out
in
here.
this shit, yo, when I'm practicing, yo, because myself personally, I don't know how to fucking enjoy myself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't hit that.
You ain't really have an opportunity.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying. So it's like, what the fuck?
I got to ask both
I
of
be
y'all.
the same way. I don't know what
I
to do, yo.
I gotta
when got
ask
free
both of you.
time.
I got
don't know
it
what
feel
to do.
good. It feel
So I
good.
just go to work.
It feel good when you in a room with two solid, 10 toes down, mature men that can understand things that you ask them and give you a great fucking answer. So let me ask you this, both of y'all. How do you deal with things that it's hard to let go of? How do you deal with that? Like, how do
you gotta, yo, I'm telling you, you gotta dig down deep. You gotta fucking dig down deep, yo. You gotta have them conversations with yourself, and you have to learn how to have those conscious split-second decisions.
But it
and
also
conversations in your head. Because when
starts
something
out.
happening, when you get a little older, you get conscious. You know, it's a voice in here telling you what the fuck to do.
You
Yeah, I
gotta
get that.
clean your
You know
heart.
what I'm saying?
You
You
gotta
got
clean
to.
your heart.
And then you gotta learn some humility, yo. 'Cause
Motherfucker owe you something.
We
fuck
had
it.
this thing where back in the day we had the pride and ego thing, and that's why I never. It's like I learned that young. I don't like having like verbal spawn or going back and forth with somebody when it's a show. When it's an
Yeah,
audience.
I can't handle
I
it.
can't-
Not a good situation. It never pan out right.
I
because
don't
it's
fuck
like,
with that.
your man over here, he feeling a certain way. So if I say something, man, you having a conversation, but he think it's disrespectful. So now his energy amplifying your energy. Now we gonna wind up in a situation.
A
You know what I'm
bad
saying?
one at that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not even worth it, the situation, because if you had a conversation, by the time you get to the end of the conversation, you will understand where everybody coming from and why whatever happened occurred.
And you
You
know
what
how
I'm
I
saying?
go
Most
in the
niggas don't
street.
think like that.
If I
That's what I'm
see
saying.
you
Everything's
having
from-
an issue somewhere, whatever, me and Robbie Ryan, it's about who got the biggest gun.
That's it.
Oh,
Not even
Sammy
the
got
gun.
an issue with
Who
this
outnumbered?
nigga, okay.
Who
Bam!
don't have respect for this nigga? It's the whole bunch of
Yeah,
unnecessary shit.
it
Then
be
it's
crazy.
back and forth. And a lot of it, you peel it open, it's a bitch right there.
Every fucking time.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you
I
get-
posted that yesterday.
I believe when you
sorry-
take away,
Sorry
when
to
you,
go off topic. Women, y'all are the most dangerous thing in this world is a fucking woman. A woman.
Yeah, because
is the
most
most
of the shit that
dangerous
niggas
thing
are
in the
doing-
fucking world.
Because as we said before, most of the things that niggas are doing they doing it for the approval of a
90%
fucking
what
woman.
a man do
How I
every
dress,
other day
what you
for
do,
a woman.
what you drive,
But-
what
to get back on what you were saying, my style was always, I never really liked a bunch of crowds anyway. So I'm not going to have a conversation with you in front of a bunch of people.
It's
And
unnecessary.
then you may feel so you got it. So I've been through that where telling, hey, yo, what's up with the, nigga, I don't, you. All right, man, hey, look, I catch you later, man.
That's it.
I talk to you later. Now, the next time when I see you,
it's gonna be a whole
it's
different
it's
approach.
nothing to
Most
talk
of
about
the
this
time in
time.
life, you hear something and you heard it wrong
Yeah.
because it didn't come from you.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey,
The
man, come
motherfucker
on, yo,
actually
let's go rap and talk.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't even got to get in no cars.
That was
Nigga,
an
we can
old
take a
school
walk.
experiment
But you know what's
that
crazy?
They did this experiment, right? It was like 50 people. And by the time the one person's told the story, by the time it got
To the end,
last year, it was some
yeah,
other
they
shit.
was doing that
Other
in
shit.
school.
But that's how it is. It's because it's from everybody's perspective, and then you add your personal shit to it.
But
You understand what I'm
but
saying?
you know something? Half of the time, when you catch a nigga and you trying to talk to a nigga on a one-on-one tip, their temperament change when it's just you and them.
Because half of the time, yo,
When you ain't in front of nobody,
when niggas having a man-to-man conversation.
And it's not about them being in fear or you being in fear.
It's
just about
my
getting
thing
shit
is
hashed.
my thing is this. A lot of motherfuckers underestimate each other. If you coming at it from the wrong angle from the jump. You feel what I'm saying? Because you want some...
We all heard that. Oh, that bitch ass nigga.
That whole shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's always...
Killed 3 people last week.
Right. I had a conversation with somebody, right? And it's a brother that I know him personally. And he's like, he one of them niggas that don't fit the fucking profile.
Yeah, I know a lot.
But then it's like, this nigga got notches. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the two kind of don't match. Yeah. So that's why when I see him, and I hate to see somebody trying to disrespect him for the way that he look, because I know what he capable of doing. So it's like, nigga, you done did that, and that man walked away, and here it is now, you in the woods. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, all because you disrespect. It's like, you gotta, us as brothers, yo, we gotta get back to having respect for one another.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's where Sammy, that's where the shit, it has to start from that. That's the groundwork that needs to be built up, man, because like I said, of course, 60s and 70s, we had a whole lot of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Where it was, we were all born in the 70s and shit, like, man, so we got to witness how it was, man. Neighbors helped each other out, all this type of shit, man. It's just...
Other people could raise your kids.
It's just, it's out of order because of you-know-who, Big Brother.
High-ranking blood, right? So, he told me, he said, cuz, I'm not going back to jail. I'm done. He dropped his flag. They got into it, whatever. I said, yo, so what happened? Like, what was the situation? I'm trying to, like, get an understanding of what the fuck is going on. He said, yo, it's no way in the fucking world that this bitch-ass nigga gonna come, and I know he a bitch, and he gonna come and outrank me. At the time, he was down. So it's like, he not gonna come and outrank me when I know this nigga's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He ain't did nothing to get to where he at. It's just the situation of niggas that was around him, you know what I mean, that put him up there. So it's like, he's like, yo, I can... He said,
I know who you talking about.
No. So I couldn't... So I said...
I'm talking about the other individual.
No. So he said... I said, so how you... what made you, like, come to that? He's like, yo, it's just... I started to understand where I was at in my life. And he was like, yo, I'm just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And he, like he said, y'all niggas want to do something, let's go. Yeah. You know, he called niggas off. Niggas, you know what I mean? Like, I'm dropping my flag, what y'all want to do about it? Like, because like he was saying, that's when I started seeing the disconnect, because niggas was woke. He like, yo, I can't let a nigga that's less than me, he not even on none of the levels that I'm on, and he gonna tell me what to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can't function in that. So, you know what I mean? Walking away from that shit, and now you gotta go off into the wilderness to live your life because you don't really want the problems. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you ain't associated no more, so it's like you don't really can't go with you. You know, go to get
right.
But let me just make this clear, and people gonna hate me. You know what I'm saying? The gang mentality here is not really solidified.
It's really not.
I'm a
type of nigga, yo.
Bloods and Crips.
I dig it deep. When you tell me about something, that's why when you post something, I say,
I'm not even
get an understanding, like, because you hear all these things, you think that's how something is, and it's really not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, niggas, you paying these niggas, because you claiming the street that's always somewhere in the other side of the fucking landmass that we on. You know what I'm saying? And you supposed to be paying them niggas.
If anybody want to know about that gang life, listen to Ice-T
like, nigga, stop fucking saying that shit.
And MC8, they break it down totally. They break it down totally. How everything goes or whatever. Like, yo, if you're from anywhere but LA, South Central, you're not really yeah. You know. They don't have vice lords in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? It's only Chicago.
But
folks nation.
Let's spin that into this. The majority of niggas that's in the gangs is because they looking for the brother.
Yeah.
Well, that was the. Well, if we gonna get to the root of why the shit
what
was
gangs
actually
was for.
start, niggas don't even half these niggas
I asked
that's
them that.
claiming
I asked
don't
them
even
that.
know that shit.
You know what the gangs was started for. The Bloods and the Crips was started to protect our
Niggas,
fucking neighborhoods.
protect
Same thing with
from the
Black
police
Panthers.
and the white
It was the
people.
same situation to protect
Yeah,
them from
that was
doing shit.
revolutionary
Because
shit.
of, depressed.
It was revolutionary shit. How the fuck it spin out of control and turn to niggas band against that shit, yo, niggas,
It
man.
was a party.
One thing I can say
You know what I'm
proudly,
saying?
man, I've been a civilian.
Back into
Fuck
the
that.
Brotherhood. A lot of niggas was in on that whole situation because it was the Brotherhood.
Just like BGF started in San Quentin.
And why?
It's an old movie about it.
But hold up though, why? Because niggas had to get in their own car.
Because but the thing
You understand
about
what I'm
it,
saying?
Yeah.
Niggas, they had to do the Brotherhood. Like
They-
you got the Aryan Nation, you got all these fucking Latino motherfuckers.
and they
Nigga,
were in
we
a
got to have
predominantly
our own
white
shit.
prison. That's why they had to stick together. It's a movie called Brothers. If you check it out, the dude from Superfly on there, the dude from Bernie Casey, if you're familiar with him.
Yeah, I know Bernie Casey.
Good movie, informational. It breaks, it
Learn
shows you the
something, man.
whole.
Look it up, learn something.
If you watch that movie, it shows you the whole situation on how the BGF started. They were
But see, then
protecting each
it
other.
goes to, in that whole situation with the Brotherhood, we get infiltrated by the outsiders.
Yeah, but it was supposed to have been like an offspring of the Black Panthers for real, what?
All of it was.
Yeah,
It was
everything
that
derived
situation.
from that. But it was in prison. They was getting information out to the public of what's going on in the prisons. It was political.
It was
Everything
some
tied
real
in one.
shit.
But they gotta throw a monkey wrench in it because it works too good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the Black Panthers. What was Black Panthers doing? They came up with the breakfast program. They came up with the giving people and teaching people the soup kitchen. Everything that you see that
And
like
rights
a
for
big
black
white
people to bear
charity
arms.
thing, they got that shit from the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
We doing that for our own people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But niggas don't understand that shit because you into it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You out here trying to do something to the motherfucker that look just like you because you not realizing that you're programmed. You'll lean on me, argue with me, shoot me, stab me, kill me, but here it is, this white man slapping you all around. You don't do a motherfucking thing. You got his whole dick in your ass, and you ain't doing nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But you want
That's a fact.
tough to me though.
How they
know what I'm
always,
saying?
Ice Cube used to always have Uncle Sam and the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Nobody paying attention to this dude and shit, but you shitting on each other.
And that's where
And shit like
when you
that,
spin that
man.
back to the Brotherhood. Once you get to a certain point in life, because we all been westernized, we got an individual way of thinking. We always want to do everything on our own. And it's like when you get to a certain level of success, you start to realize that you need a team. You understand what I'm saying? You got to have some brothers or sisters or whoever. You got to come and put some shit together for you to get to the next couple levels because you need everybody.
Yeah.
Let's use Power for instance. It's a whole fucking team of them. It's not one motherfucker. When you break it down, you think about it's Tyreek, it's Kane, it's Effie, it's fucking Diane. It's all
White
everybody.
boy.
Everybody play
You
a
know
part.
what I'm saying? Because you start to realize that you can't get nowhere. You can throw the little white boy in there. He part of the shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's any other fucking form of brotherhood or putting a team together. It's the same shit. Everybody has a part to play. They might not be
As significant as this
big part,
motherfucker,
they
but
play a part.
they play a part
Long
to
as
make
it's
the
a
engine
unit.
run.
And it's a well-oiled machine, it's gonna work.
That's just like what I told you the other day.
Huh.
You got a lot of motherfuckers don't understand about moving as a unit. That's basically brotherhood. It's just another form. You move as a unit. You should come together and say, "Yo, this is this," and we come up with a solution and we move it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because you always, once you understand in life that this shit is a roller coaster, it's always gonna be a problem. But after the problem is always something good going to happen.
Yeah.
Don't nothing come out of something bad, but something good. It's the same yin and yang all the fucking time.
It's like
You
after it
understand?
rain and then you see the
You see the
sunshine
sunshine and the
come out.
flowers
Oh
come off the
shit.
ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can't.
Or a rainbow. That's
once
what's
you start
crazy.
to understand.
You would say
A
rain.
nigga laughed at me because he's
Fuck
like, yo,
you,
you crazy. I get happy as a motherfucker when shit start happening to me because I know it's a pattern. I done seen it 100,000 times.
Yeah.
I know something good or great get ready to happen for me. When all of the bullshit get coming snowballing, fucking this ain't working out.
That's
that
just
ain't
like
working out. Like
when
got a question.
like my bro here when he first got his truck, I had already stopped driving trucks. But I'm one of the first things, good, cause I put a bug in his head, like, yo, you get your CDLs, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the shit's can. He took it, ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So I celebrate niggas, man.
that's what you supposed
I
to
ain't
do.
like, oh, that nigga think he's slick because he got a Peterbilt. Like, come on, man.
You gotta understand there is no competition. We're not in competition. We are all on our own fucking journey.
Who was I on the phone? Who was I on the phone with before I called motherfucking whatchamacallit? Before I called.
Only competition.
This, that, and the third, and boom, 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 boom. Nah, yo, you do it like this, and boom, boom, boom.
I'm teaching it.
Only competition you should have is within yourself and make yourself great. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna compete with a nigga.
It's like this. This how I am. When I see somebody accomplish something, I'm happy because I know on their journey, especially when I know them personally and where they came from, what they've been through, and where they at. I'm happy for them because it's like, all right, yo, got accomplishment, man. He made a milestone. He doing da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at it like, damn, when it's gonna be my turn or da da da. I done had my turn and on and off. It happens like that. It's up, it's down, it's left, it's right. That's life. So you learn to not worry about what the next motherfucker doing. If you stay your course, you're gonna get to your destination.
I was just so happy the brother stopped. Cause at that time I had retired. You know what I'm saying? And when he was like, yo, no, I'm, such and such, I'm like, oh, that's what's up, yo. You know what I'm saying? Cause it just took him a little longer to feel as though, come on, man, this shit ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's everybody though.
Yeah.
I had no conversation. Everybody looked at me crazy, and then my wife always tell me about everybody ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This question right here is a little bit offsetting, but it's kind of to the subject. The broad Key Hill said, "Do y'all check your brother for being deadbeats, or do y'all still kick it with him and mind your business?"
My friends,
I don't hang around niggas that don't take care of their kids. That's
I'm gonna lean on you about your kids.
Miss, I don't hang around guys that don't take care of their kids because if they don't do that, they lack integrity. How they gonna be in a brotherhood with me? Yeah. If you leave your child hanging, I ain't shit. You definitely gonna. If I get locked up, I can't even get a letter.
Everybody I be around Key Hill take care of their kids and they excellent fathers.
Shit's mandatory.
And you looking at 3 of them sitting in this room right now that raised their kids and they doing what they supposed to do.
I got in a situation with my man.
My kids ain't in no trouble.
This crazy. My man from your way. Yeah. Situation happened with him and the broad. The broad fucking text me, inbox me and shit, telling me his business. I know her for a long time too. I know yo for fucking 30 years about it. So it's like I straight get on the phone, like tell him, yo, like rectify that shit, like straighten it out, cause she's talking about your business that we don't even know, like in circle. Just personal shit. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure you don't want nobody else to know. So she telling me, she gets mad at me. Oh, you a clown and you told you. I said, I said, let's break it down. I said, you my friend and he my friend. I said, I respected you. You told me what you said. I went to him and told him to rectify, get it together. That ain't for everybody to know your fucking business about you and your child. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that everybody need to know. Again, like I said, brothers having a real man-to-man conversation. Then you get to find out information on why shit is the way it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's the way it is because of a situation. So, all right, so that's the choice. So that's how it's supposed to be. That it ain't our business. You know what I'm saying? So she got mad at me talking about I'm a cry. I said, no, that man is my brother. I'm supposed to call him and tell him that shit.
Same way you do one of your funky ass bitch ass friends.
You know what I mean? So it's like you can't be mad at me. But then after a while, she started speaking to me. Again.
Some dudes
stopped speaking to me, so I was like,
I'm gonna say this, y'all. Some dudes do sucker stuff like that too. Because a partner of mine and an associate, I'm gonna just say associate, but a brother of mine, he ran something across me or whatever. You know, he can't say no names and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, you know, such and such came around there to get the what's her name 25 years ago because they was going to do you. I'm like, yo, it's no way in hell a motherfucker going to come around me and say, I'm going to go in the couch and get that to do you or, you know what I'm saying?
This is when the brotherhood shit get tricky.
Yeah.
Because I had that. Y'all know it was a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And you start having infighting. You have somebody want to be in that position that they think you in, because it's not even in that position for real, for real. There's nobody in the position. We all just roll.
This is stockholders.
You know what I'm saying? We all rolling. And I always wanted it that way. I never wanted to be where it's like, because once you start to understand that on a team or in a unit, your unit should be interchangeable.
Your unit is only as strong as everybody that's doing what they're supposed to do.
Center, you should be able to shoot a three. Everybody should be able to do everybody's job. That way, nobody's never in fucking trouble.
But can you say this real quick so people will really understand, both of y'all, no matter what kind of money we ever got, we were never nowhere near the top of the pyramid.
Facts.
No.
Nowhere near.
Nowhere.
And to understand that, you gotta really do your research. We was pawns in the game.
I saw shit before.
What made me get into that, and like I said, research and getting the understanding, like you have to know how far the rabbit hole go.
Yeah.
It's a crazy situation.
That rabbit hole, sir.
Help me with that.
We all sit here and we laugh and we joke and we talk about it online and all that. But Snowfall told y'all the story. Why you think John Singleton is dead?
Yeah.
He told you what the fuck these motherfuckers was doing. You know what I'm saying? 50 giving you an insight on the other side of the coin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers telling you what's going on. You just gotta be smart enough to read between the lines.
And pay attention.
And any one of these shows, was niggas running anything? Was niggas running any motherfucker?
It was always this, bro.
Yeah.
Always
and
the
niggas laugh.
Always
laugh, yo. Hear me out. Niggas laugh because I watch a lot of old black exploitation movies, man. Every movie that
have to go to Italians, the Chinese.
But not only that, they wrote the scripts of what they're trying to do to us today.
Watch the King of Harlem. King of Harlem put you up on a lot of shit too.
Watch Three the Hard Way. I challenge anybody to sit and watch Three the Hard Way. It explains to you, Flint, Michigan. It explained it to you right there, man. If you watch that with Jim Kelly, Jim Brown, and Fred Williams, if you watch that movie, it'll show you a lot of stuff. And they might cancel me today, but I don't give a fuck. Whereas though they were hitting the water systems in all your major cities.
But then they came back and gave it to you in a joking situation in Black Dynamite.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's messages in every fucking thing if you conscious and you woke. And you know, because it's not like everybody can come out and tell you everything that's going on without getting killed. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Like I say, all those black filmmakers back then, like Melvin Van Peebles and stuff, he lucky to be alive, man. Yeah. Well, he's dead now, but he's lucky to
when they did The Wire, do you know that O'Malley got The Wire shut down? That's why they had started filming in like Philly. Because they was talking about too much shit. And the nigga that was talking about it was somebody who was living it. The police motherfucker knew everybody. That's why he knew niggas' names. He was putting it, you know what I mean? Everybody's name didn't go with their character. That's where some of y'all don't know.
Yeah, I know that.
You knew the niggas whose names they were saying.
Yeah.
You knew which character that they took, and he was the character, but their name was over there.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Like on the corner with Fat Cut, what they call them, Fat Kurt. Fat Cut down there, Francis Whitelock, all that getting high. Used to be the man back in the day.
But it's like you gotta understand this messages and stuff being dropped. It's like it's all about your matter of perspective and like where you at in your life for you to understand that. And that's important on your journey. You know what I mean? For you to start recognizing, because once you understand that you're here to learn, everything in this motherfucker that you're doing is to teach you a fucking lesson. That's what it is. You here to fucking learn. Earth is school. You in school every fucking day of your life that you wake up.
And I'm gonna say this to people that don't know: Baltimore is the second major heroin capital in the U.S.
And who was the one? If you go look at King of Harlem, you look at the shit with Frank Lucas story and all of that. At the end of the day, who's they getting it from? It wasn't us. We wasn't in charge of nothing because we don't make nothing. We don't manufacture nothing. We don't build shit. We gotta go to somebody to get something.
Yeah.
All the time.
Even a gun.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
All that
guns
shit.
back.
Yeah, that's real shit. Like,
You got a gun maker
But
in
we
your
get
backyard.
guns for everything though.
Yeah.
ain't no poppy fields in Harlem.
Because we the easy target. And you know why? They took what we like and used it against us. When we was great kings and queens and stuff, we were flashy. We wore flashy gold. We wore all this.
I'ma say
We were
this.
draped.
I'ma say this. Fuck religion. If you wanna know anything about who the fuck you really are and where you really come from, look and listen to the book or read the book in goddamn the book of Enki or Enlil is one of them. I can't. It's on my phone, but I'm listening to the shit right now, man. Go listen to it. Go fucking read the book. Listen to the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get an understanding about a bunch of shit that happening in life, because it's still going on to this day. These motherfuckers that supposedly made
got
us.
seven.
They not gods. They not gods.
Got 7.
We,
We got 7.
let's spin it back to the brotherhood shit, man. Let me say something. When I got to the situation where points of my life I was
Say
like,
that and then we're going to wrap it up.
put a team, and it's like I got this thing. Sometimes I always get appointed to do some shit. Like I told you that the other day, I don't put me in that position because I'm one of them niggas. I am me personally. I know I'm a leader. It's something in me. I'm gonna take the reins and take charge. I'm gonna do it. If nobody else gonna step up to the plate and do it. So amongst my brotherhood, that's what I did. I wasn't the leader, but it was like, if you motherfuckers ain't gonna do it, somebody gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody gotta fucking run point on this shit. I run point. But I never was to the point where fuck you and you do this, and I wasn't like that. I'm like, yo, get your shit together. Everybody get their own thing together.
But sometimes you
do this.
gotta take the hits though.
That's what I'm saying.
You-
I'm taking the hits now, nigga. You the fuck?
And when you do that,
Nigga,
you
we
gotta take the
fucking
hits.
25 years, 30 years removed. I'm still taking the fucking hits. Niggas is mad at me for some shit that happened in '87. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, wow. That's
Literally, niggas is mad at me for shit that happened in '87. The fucking hill, nigga.
crazy. That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like, niggas still take offense to my choices in life and how I move. I'm still getting the conversations of, nigga, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have been able to do. Nigga, I'm just destined to be who the fuck I'm gonna be, regardless of whatever the fuck else.
Man, I had a
You're
nigga.
like, man, that nigga think
I
he's
had a
slick.
nigga.
I
I had
that
a
nigga wearing mom jeans and shirts at Walmart.
I had a nigga tell me that nigga, every car you got came from me, and if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even got.
I'm still here.
And I looked at the nigga and I said, my nigga, I said,
Why you ain't got?
but listen, I'm looking at him and I'm like, my nigga, I got shit out the mud. You ain't had nothing to do. Do you know what I had before this? And do you know what I had before that? I was like, no, you don't. Why? Because I wasn't around you. You ain't had nothing to do with the fuck I was doing. So how the fuck you gonna say that? Yo, niggas be wanting pray. That's the problem with niggas here. Yo, niggas be wanting pray. It ties back into the brotherhood shit, man. The ego shit be stirred.
I tell him quick, yo, you gave me an A-ball.
I'm gonna give props and praise where it's due. If you had something to do with me getting to where I'm at, trust me, a motherfucker that was with us know, because I praised that person.
Your name gonna be in the album, inside the album.
You know
listed.
Fuck, nigga, you can't do nothing about what I'm destined to be.
Right.
You ain't got nothing to do with it. You might have been there on the journey, but you ain't got nothing to do with getting me where I'm going.
Yeah, that's how Jay-Z had to put Dame Dash in his
Yeah, you
place.
made
Like,
me make
yo,
another me. That's how I look at it.
he like, yo, you was the manager.
Heard motherfuckers say,
I mean-
man, saying they made whole say, okay, so make another hole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
My
you gotta
thing is
do.
this, if you got so much knowledge of what I'm doing and how I got here, why the fuck you where you at? That's my question. to you.
Man,
You sit down,
smoking a
ponder
cigarette. I
that.
told that boy, hey,
Yeah.
ain't
I
nothing.
ponder that. Sit down and figure out where the fuck where you at in life. But on that note, man, we gonna get out of here. It's been the Bro Show, man.
Big Tone in the house.
Big Rob, man, we
Boy,
appreciate
Shaggy
y'all.
Speaks.
We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. At the end of the day, like we said, man, brotherhood is everything.
You ain't
And
gonna
without
forget
it,
your brothers.
without your brothers, man, and without your brotherhood and a strong foundation, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna make
Stop
it.
being scared to have real conversations.
And don't be
Yeah,
scared to
man.
give a nigga a hug and tell him you love him,
Ain't
man.
nothing wrong with that, because
God,
I might not see you tomorrow. You might get COVID, die, any fucking thing. Shit, that's real life.
But that's the Bro Show, y'all. We check y'all next Tuesday on the 7:30 p.m. tip. Peace.
I'll let y'all.
All right. Stop that, man.
Knee, head, boy.
Yo, what is up with your knee?